Okay, there we go. Hello and welcome to one of my very short but interesting tutorials. Today, I am going to teach you, I was going to say how to be villains, but no, that's an old reference that no one will really understand. And if they do, well, you are clearly interesting. Let's just leave it there. Today before I rudely interrupted myself, today I will teach you how to make a horror movie, but on a budget of about $30. All you need, if you have a computer that is capable already, the only thing you need to spend is a 30 pounder for this game in particular, BeamNG Drive. And then the game will give you a bunch of stuff and has plenty of things for you to do. Now, the first important step into making a movie is firstly to come up with a script or an idea. I have not done those things. But let's just let's just move on to the second step. After you've written your idea down or drafted it or drawn it or fiddled with the ideas in your mind and came up with something cohesive, the next important step is picking a location. Firstly, in this game, you have multiple maps as I've demonstrated that before. Please pay attention to my tutorials. Well, the full version tutorial. That one specifically has me state that yes, there's a bunch of different maps. Right now we're in the state of Utah, which I can't really speak. Anyway, this is our scene. This is our location. The entirety of this map, which is about, let me go to the main menu and pick this map again. 1.6 square miles. Yes, 1.6 square miles of terrain you can use in the in this. I'm using freecam right now, which is activated with Shift C, by the way, but you don't have to use that. This here is our vehicle that will be changed later on. We're near an old mine for some reason, but anyway, step 2 is picking location. Now, based upon your idea, it's good to find areas around the map that you can use to your advantage, or stuff that you can kind of match with your idea and what the game has to offer. Whether that's through mods or not, your choice. I'm using mods, but I'm not using any map mods at the moment because those take up a lot of space. They're good quality sometimes, but the one I was looking for is not currently available right now. So I'm using vanilla because that works the best right now. Right now, there are 4 other vehicles on this map, or 5, excuse me. One being in there, and the other 4 being at the other end of the map. That is where our villains reside. Right where my mouse is pointing, there's a little work area gas station spot thing that once night roams in, which I will change momentarily, is where our chase begins. And then we will run away, trying to get them to stop and whatever. Probably run through the tunnel and then back up here, up through the thing. He will just sit there. He will just sit there, I believe. At least that's the hope, anyway. That's the hope. I should actually I should take out his engine, because when I just realized all the other vehicles are going to come out, including him. So for now, his engine just needs to come out, and then I have to reset him up, or just not deactivate. It used to be weird and easier before. You could select what vehicles came after you with the UI AI function, but you can't because they removed it because so many updates later. There he is. He's a modded van based on a European version of the van we get in the main game. If your company made that van, that's basically what that is. Okay. Oh yes, environment. Now that you have your location, the next step into it is making the atmosphere correct. For example, nighttime. That is way too dark, but that's okay. That's fine. Cloud cover. Yes. Fog density. Crank it up. It's a horror movie. It's supposed to be spooky and dark. Environmental temperature. There's a way to change it, but I don't have that right now. You'll just make it medium cloud speed. And about 44%. That's fine. Lower the gravity just slightly. Or, yeah, just slightly. Yeah. Or, there you go. Just slightly. Just slightly. Oh, I hit the. Oh, okay. All right. Lights. Oh, J. Right, there we go. I can actually see now. Wait, what? Oh, I'm going the wrong. Okay, my bad. Go up a little. Like, not moon, but. There you go, Venus. Yes, we're on Venus. A little slightly less. There you go. Okay. So the next important step is once you have your scene, your location, and props placed about, which I do not have yet because I didn't finish. So I was going to say undo our decision right now. Leave this at sunrise for right now. Set that back to Earth. And go and place the other vehicles and props and things that we need to have scattered around first. Now, when you are placing your props, be sure to place them, I was going to say realistically, on the scene to where it makes most sense. Something similar to real life. I mean, this is a real life simulator, so. For example, we're going to place 2 construction vehicles right here. Even though there should be a couple at the bottom of the cliff, which we will probably fix later. So 3 vehicles. So let's do that. I will not showcase how the scene is supposed to go, but I merely how to demonstrate how it's supposed to work. So let's get 3 vehicles. Let's get something big and juicy, so we'll go with you and hit spawn new as to not ruin our current vehicle right now. There he goes. Okay. So now that you have that, let's look at probably a livery. No livery. Mixer livery. Sure, we'll just go with that then. Show off the name of the game there, even though I don't think that matters. Paint design. There you go. We'll just go with shuffleboard for right now. Yeah, we'll just go with shuffleboard for right now, even though I don't think it matters, but that's okay. Tab to switch vehicles, and boom, back up. Now he will sit there. Okay. And now we do the same thing, but with a different vehicle, not vehicle configuration. I'm using the old method of just selecting stuff, because the new method is not as good. It's not as good. Let's see. Where is the one I am looking for? Oh, yes. Step number, whatever step number we're on. Make sure to remember not only what step you're on, but also what you are doing, because it's very likely you will end up forgetting what to do next, which is why you have to make a mental note of it, which is why people write stuff down. Which one? Do we want you or you? Both are applicable, either or. Let's say dump for right now, because that just makes it easier, so. Hold on, let me move you forward then. Whoops. Okay then, vehicle config. That's it. Color. We'll just make it the same blue. Okay, tab, and boom. Now that's occupied. So that's also more likely that they won't be able to get us as well. So if you want oh, that's in the way. So I guess what you can do to combat this is for vehicles you don't want to move, make sure to remove their engine or some sort of component. Like you can remove the fuel tank. You can remove the engine or the fuel tank or the transmission. Either of those three you can remove and it will not be able to work. It might run with the fuel and engine, but it won't go with the transmission. It won't do anything. So that might be easier. So if you want vehicles to remain stationary and just be like, oh, it's just in the background, that makes sense. That's realistically what you would put there. Remove that vehicle's particular engine. Don't place anything in it, just remove it entirely. That way it won't move. Now that that's done, step number 7 or 6 or whatever step we're on. Make sure that once you're done setting up the props, you move this vehicle back to where you want to start the journey and then replace it with whatever vehicle you want to use for said story. And then double check none of the other things got ruined when you were messing around with the gravity, because I did that and I will admit that was not probably a smart decision, but that's okay. This guy's fine. This guy is fine. This one's fine. And this one's fine. He's just sitting in the back, chilling. These two are fine. Okay, good. Good. Ignore the noises. So now what you do is you go back to the map, and with the fog apparently there, quick travel to where you want to start your journey. Not set route, just quick travel, and it will select whatever vehicle you have currently and move it to that location. And then do some minor adjustments, and boom, you're ready to go. Once you reset up your scene's time, once you reset up your vehicles and your time, meaning what time of day and whatnot, yes, you can use music on the bottom of the screen. You may have noticed me clicking away at the radio mod thing that I have active. Should you wish to listen to music to make it more atmospheric and more accurate, like I occasionally do, you just have to follow the instructions of the radio, which I've demonstrated in my full-length tutorial. Please go and watch that, because I think I explained what to do in there, but that's it. Environment, go to night, vehicles. Now, when you want to replace this vehicle, you hit replace current with whatever vehicle and configuration you want. Once it's there, it will make a new home spot for you to work, and then boom. This is just merely a demonstration. It's not what I'm actually going to do because I don't remember what I actually was going to do, so... And this doesn't take too long. This is like 15 minutes or less or more, but not too much more. Like maybe max 30 minutes. If you really, really want to do, a lot. This car is getting a remake soon, according to the post that the BeamNG devs have posted on YouTube recently. I believe that was yesterday. Just figured I'd mention that now. A revamp would be nice, especially since this car is actually interesting to me, and it was rather loved by the modding community. Speaking of which, does this vehicle's mods work or no? I guess I won't find out because I just clicked away. That's fine. Let's just make it easy. Well, I say easy. Let's just pick a vehicle that's not 2 OP. Lansdale should be fine. That should be fine. It's a minivan. Who cares? You have the short wheelbase, which, eh, I don't I don't really care really. So, um, let's see what other ones can we do. We can have a countryscape touring, which doesn't seem that bad. Made to conform with Canadian regulation. Um, sure, that makes a lot of sense. We'll just go with you and hit replace current. Whether or not the mod works is a different story, but and when you're ready, just make sure you are ready beforehand. Double check everything and give it a once over before you continue. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the tutorial. That's all I wanted to do was demonstrate and talk about how to um, make a horror film on a $30 budget, roughly. Was it a good explanation? Not really. Was it a bad one? No. Could it have been improved? Probably. But that's why I leave room for improvement. It's better to do bad in the beginning so that way you can do better in the end. Because that way you learn. Other than that, yeah, no, thank you for joining me on this mini, and I mean mini tutorial video that I did, which I'm not used to doing. Very short, you know, videos. 17 minutes. I'm not used to doing short stuff. So if I sound, or I say sound, if I'm not all there at the moment, then you know why. I'm not used to making short content. Long form content is usually what I do because that's probably what I'm best at. So, thank you. This is also part of an experiment. Let's see how well this does on YouTube once it's posted, which it probably will be by the time I'm done finishing this sentence.